What's up people, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be reacting to a civilian taking part in some Royal Marines training. Now if you're not familiar with the Royal Marines are part of the Royal Navy and they are an elite force of the British Armed Forces. Very, very tough to get into and the training is very, very physically and mentally demanding. So this should be a good video. Stay tuned if you do like it and possibly subscribe if you do like the content. Let's get into it.
Come on! Come on! On the bottom field, you keep your feet moving.
That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Point to note guys, by the way, the Royal Marine training is probably one of the hardest training in the British Armed Forces. Just as hard as Parachute Regiment, and not many people get through it. It's very, very tough. So for a civilian just to rock up and try and give it a go, takes a lot of confidence and it's going to take him a lot of determination to get through what he's going to be put through.
Hey guys, Sam here with BFit Motivation. Today we're at Commando Training Centre Royal Marines to find out what life is like as a Royal Marines recruit. Captain Morris here is going to show me the ropes. You ready to do this?
No, I'll fight.
No.
Should be interesting, let's go. One of the things that you sort of realise, especially when you're going through things like P Company, Royal Marines training, stuff like that, even the warm-up gets quite difficult, and by the time you actually get to the event or the PT session that you're about to take part in, you're already hanging out your ass. So it takes a lot of physical ability to get through these sessions, especially for someone. I'm not sure what sort of physical ability this guy's got, but if he's got no sort of experience in running and stuff like that, then this is going to be painful for him.
Quicker, up we go. Let's go, monkey bars this up, let's go, come on.
He's already hanging out.
Remember the technique, thumbs around the bar, gents, it's wet. Dry your hands off on your shoulders. Let's go then, Roston, get on there. Come on, let's go, hand to hands, hand to hands. Come on, gents, good effort.
I think that's what makes Royal Marine training very, very difficult. I can't speak from experience, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, a lot of the stuff that they do is upper body strength based. So things like this, I never did anything really like this in the army. I did a couple of assault courses and stuff like that. But things of this nature is very, very difficult, especially when you're wet, you're cold, your hands are absolutely freezing, it's slippy. It becomes very, very difficult. And if you've got no experience with doing like things like pull-ups and stuff like that, and you just rock up, this is going to be near enough impossible, especially after doing the things that they've just done previously, burpees, maybe doing rope climbs and stuff like that, and then going into something like this. It's going to be very, very hard on the body, and it takes a lot of adjustment if you are starting on day one, week one, until the sort of end of the course. You will see a massive distance of travel between your physical ability.
Roston, it's the warm-up. It's the warm-up. Get back up and go again. It's pathetic. Well done, gents. Get in there now. Come on, up, hand to hand. Put your thumbs around the bar. Hand to hand. Let's go. Come on, move. Use the momentum. Right, get out now. Go join the rest of the troop.
The thing is, if you're not strong enough to do it and you haven't got the grip strength to do it, you're never ever going to do it. You're just going to hang there and you're just going to keep on falling in that water, getting wetter and just being more demoralised than you were the first time when you fell in. So if you can't do it the first time, most likely you're not going to do it because you're just going to get wet. The water's going to make his hands wet, he's going to slip.
Let's go, come on, push on. Keep your feet moving, Roston. Do not stand still on the bottom field, you keep your feet moving. Right, get in there then, in 3 ranks.
Now I believe this bottom field challenge here is part of the PRMC, or the Royal Marine CPC as it's called now, where you go down the bottom field and they literally just flog you for as long as they really want to sort of test you mentally and physically, obviously. And this is where a lot of people fail, apparently. Like I said, I haven't been down there myself, but from the stories I've heard, this is supposed to be one of the hardest things. Not the actual tests that the Royal Marines do, like the press-ups, the pull-ups, and all that sort of stuff. This is supposed to be one of the toughest parts of that Royal Marine CPC course.
2 ranks, count, 1, 2. Pick a rope then, pick a rope. Come on, keep going, keep going. These lads have got kit on, they've got 21 pound and rifle. Right, get off, get to the red post now. Red post, let's go.
It's important to talk about this bit here because the guys that are obviously doing that there will have been shown the correct technique, and they've probably had a couple of weeks of practice at least of doing this. And climbing a rope, especially a 30-foot rope in soaking wet kit, is no easy challenge at all. Even when you've been given the sort of practice time and stuff like that, after you've been going through all these sessions and you've been going through the warm-up and stuff like that, you're knackered by this point. So climbing a 30-foot rope in soaking wet kit in boots is very, very challenging. Like he said there, the Royal Marines are expected to do it in kit as well, so you can imagine how hard that is. So it is very, very tough. A lot of people can't even climb a rope in shorts and t-shirts, so never mind doing it the way that they're doing it. So it takes a lot of upper body strength to do it, and a lot of grip strength. So big respect to the Royal Marines lads that do that. It is a very, very tough challenge.
Sprint! Sprint! The other side, let's go! Better, well done, let's go! Stand up, stop being
nice two-footed landing.
That wall now. Sprint, aggression, that's what you need now. Go! Come on!
Go on, lads.
Right, go round it, next obstacle. Not good enough. 3, 2, come on! Hurry up!
I feel his pain there as well, because the 6-foot wall it's not overly hard, but when you're wet and you've got boots on and stuff like that and you're knackered and you can't barely sprint to it, it becomes a lot harder than you'd think it is. Now, most people average around about 5'11", sort of 6 foot, would think, yeah, it's easy just to sprint up to it and get over it, which it probably is in shorts and t-shirt, but when you're dressed like that, it's very, very different, and it's a bit of a challenge.
Straight under the stone there, use the right hand leg.
You end up hanging there like an idiot.
Come on, let's go.
It's no good.
Let's go, it's crawling. This is to simulate movement under fire. Get your waistband down. Hurry up. See to the detail. Put your waist on the floor. Now go.
Tell you what, they're smashing him. They're not giving him an easy time, are they?
Get yourself up there. Come on. Stop making noises. Let's go. Come on. Right, again.
I'm not sure if this is like a sort of assessment that they're doing. Or if this is just like a regular PT session that we do.
Life will start getting a lot more harder for you. Now get on these monkey bars and you at least get to the 3rd bar. Don't care, get up now. Stop gobbing off and get on this obstacle.
I'm going to be sick.
Get on there, get to the 3rd bar. Come on, get to the 3rd bar.
Go on, son.
Again, do it again. You'll not come off this obstacle unless you get to the 3rd bar. Now go again. Again. Let's go. Next hand on the same bar. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Clearly not. Hand to hand means move your hands onto the same bar. Let's go, hand to hand like these lads. 3rd bar, that's all I'm asking. Hand onto that next one. Good lads. Right, get up, move on. Fireman's carry. Ridiculous, get out!
That water will be freezing as well. Good effort, mate.
Use
it
your
is
left
tough.
hand, grab
it's
his
tough.
wrist. Grab his wrist, put your shoulder down, bend down. Put your shoulder in between his legs. Bend down. Okay, up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Rustin, let's go, come on! This is simulate carrying the casualty from battle. Let's go!
So as you can see here, guys, he's got hold of his right hand. With his right hand, it sort of locks it off. You've got to keep him on top of your shoulders, and you want to be using that left arm to sort of give you momentum and pump. In sort of reality, you would probably have either a rifle in that left hand if you were sort of pulling someone out of a like a war zone or something like that, and they were a casualty and you had to give someone fireman's carry. You'd have to obviously carry the rifle as well. You wouldn't just leave it. You'd have to pump your arms with the rifle in your left arm and sort of get him to a safe area.
That's the finish line there. Let's go. You've not even done one rotation. Come on. Less of the noises. Focus on the finish. Focus on the finish.
He's working hard. He is working hard. You've got to give it to him. He's struggling on. He's doing it.
Take a look inside yourself now. Look at the distance. Stand up. Look at the distance that's there. Stand up. If you lean down, you're closing your chest and you can't get as much oxygen in your lungs. Look at the distance. You've got 50 metres, that's it. Same position. Let's go. Grab his wrist, grab his wrist. Yes, you can. Keep going.
It's good as you can see the actual lads that have gone through training running up and down in the background. That's what they expect. It's a very, very high standard, guys. This is a good effort by this guy. Like he says, this is a civilian. He's probably not done much like this before in his life, and carrying this young lad here, he's probably weighing about 70, 75 kilos. So it's a lot of weight to carry.
Grab his wrist, pick him up, squat down, wide feet. Wide feet. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. Come on. Get him on there, get him on there. Let's go, Roston, white post. White post.
He's not giving up. You've got to give it to him.
Let's achieve something physical in your life. White post. Pick him up, stand up, stand up. See these lads here? Look at these lads, stand up a minute. I've got a full kit on. All I want you to do, stand up, keep still, focus. All I want you to do is take that partner with no kit and get him to the white post. That's it, yes you can. That's all I want you to do. I don't care how you do it. I want you to get him to that white post. That is your finish line in this phys session. That is it. Get your hands off your hips. Understand? 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to carry him 50 metres.
One thing about the military, especially the Royal Marines specifically, they're very, very good at developing people. From what I've heard and from people I've seen and people I know, they develop people very, very well in terms of physical and mental robustness. And you can see a little bit of this here. He's sort of pushing him beyond his boundaries. So if he was to do this again, he would know he'd be able to do it, and then it would make it a little bit easier for him, and he'd progress and he'd progress and he'd get better and better to where he's at a point he's running up and down like the other guys. And that's all it is really. It's just progressive sort of overload, mentally and physically.
The finish, that is it. That is it.
It's so heavy.
So? Listen, you're gonna come down there and do the fizz down there, you need to then listen to what I'm saying. And I want you, for once in your life, believe in yourself, your physical ability. Whilst this doesn't seem to be much, you can get this guy 50 metres to the white post. That's it, that's your finish line. That is it. Now pick him up and get him to that white post. 50 metres. Let's go, Roston, come on.
2, 1.
Let's go, let's go. Good lads, there we go. We need to dig deep now, dig deep. In line with the post. In line with the post.
Go on, lad. Get him over there.
Come on, off 10.
You've done it.
Good
effort.
Go into the white post. Put him down there. Put him down there. Right, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Right, what I want you to do, see the cones, take your hands off your hips, get off the post, spin up there longer than you've been alive. Stand up. See the cone there? Take a slow walk, get your breath back, walk round the cone and then back to me. Take your hands off your hips.
Oh my God. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Monkey bars.
You see the way they speak to them, they're not shouting, they're not sort of bawling at them. Yes, they're being very sort of upfront and telling them exactly what they want them to do and not letting them make excuses for themselves, but they're speaking in a calm manner and they're getting stuff done. They don't need to scream and shout because every single person that is there wants to be there. And they want to be a Royal Marine, which is really, really good. Gone are the days where people have to scream and shout, I think, especially in this environment. People that want to be there will pass the tests and they will put the effort in no matter what. If they don't want to be there and they're just there for the jolly, then they'll end up failing stuff. And the instructors don't need to scream and shout because there's plenty of people lined up at the door ready to take their spot and try to become a Royal Marine. So it's really good to see. I like it.
I always struggle with monkey bars, but because I've run quite a lot, I thought the endurance stuff would be pretty easy. Not easy, but I thought I'd be able to do it. But good God, I had them obstacles in between. Didn't think I was going to make it then with that guy on my back. Like 100 metres felt like a mile, and that was without any of the kit on, and they've done it 3 times. And I think this is the cool down. Oh. Hey, friend.
Right. Yeah. Right, so the whole point of that, the whole point of that is to try and tell you that you've got more in you than what you think you have. And that's the point of what we're trying to achieve down there. Is it's not necessarily the physical fitness that will come, it's what's on up in it. And actually when you focused, rather than whinging about how tired you were, you managed to get the individual, your partner, which was a casualty, to the med point, all right? Even though it's a white post here, but that is what we're trying to simulate. And so that last little bit, instead of being defeated from the start, if you have that
guy just left a collar in the back,
trap, you're
he's obviously done something wrong. Better.
And it's about the aggression and focus to achieve the obstacles, not the obstacles in itself, but the whole thing, all right? And that is what we're after down there, all right?
How did I do?
Don't be signing up anytime soon. Right?
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you feeling?
Really good. That last bit, honestly, I did not think I was going to get in there. And when I said I couldn't do it, I genuinely believed that in my brain. Yeah,
so the whole point about what we try and deliver here as physical training instructors, there's a lot of screaming and shouting, but if you'll notice that at points in that, then there's coaching that goes on as well.
Definitely,
yeah. So we want to then try and infuse and encourage, make it difficult, arduous, but then at points where we feel that an individual then reach their limits, where you were at, instead of you giving up, we then try and make it achievable. So we try and push your boundary every time. And these guys in fairness have had 24 weeks at commando phase, so I'd expect them to be smashing you all over the park. All right. But as I just said to them, explain what was going on, and as I just said to them, that's where they were before, like 24 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And their progressions, maybe not that bad, but that's where they were, and their progressions through. They've just done that circuit, and half of them aren't even breathing. How fit they've got, because the process works.
I'm glad I could have been used as an example, albeit a bad example. I'm glad I was useful.
No, but for them, it's good, because they were laughing, and that's where it's at. But for them, they don't realise the process that they're in. They're just focusing on a day by day, hour by hour. But for them to see someone, an average Joe as it were, walking off the streets, come and have a go at what they've been working for the last sort of 6-7 months, they then now can see the progressions they've made, which is good, because the process works.
Yeah, definitely. I won't be back anytime soon.
Good.
But that was a great experience. Thank you so much. Cheers, really appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
So guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Really good insight into a little PT session at the Royal Marines training camp in Lympston. Obviously the civilian guy sucked a little bit, but that was to be expected. But he got himself through it, which is the main point, is just to keep on pushing on, get through it. Like the guy said there, the captain, the Royal Marines captain, everyone can do it. You just got to keep pushing them boundaries and getting a little bit better day by day. So guys, if you did like this video, give it a like and possibly subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Catch you in the next one.